What if we're loved?
Welcome to your reading. I'm in a new environment, very cozy because that seems to be the direction, self-nurturing and cozy and up is the direction. Let's get some oracle cards. Thank you, Spirit, for presiding over this reading. We've already got one. Loyal heart. There is a relationship that is so dear to your heart that is being transformed. It is going to bring you out of time, out of the concept of time, and into the truth of your open heart. Let me read these cards to you. Loyal Heart 35. Evidence of loyalty will appear in your life. Others will prove they are faithful to you, and you will in turn commit fully to them. There is a sure and abiding certainty in your heart. Know that Spirit is always loyal to you. No matter the outer circumstances in your life, trust and have faith, for you are eternally loved, always divinely protected, and divinely directed. And then this has a relationship message, so I'm going to read that. Your partnerships, friendships, and romantic relationships all have many qualities in common right now. Honest devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart are being shown to you. Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. You are definitely going through a transmutation, healing in all of your relationships. It's coming from your self-worth. It's coming from your relationship with yourself. Duality is merging into the oneness of who we are. So inside you have self-nurtured, like we said when this reading started. It's a time of cozying up to one's own self, to self-nurture. And because of that, all of your relationships are now reflecting that love, that loyalty, because you've been loyal to yourself. Truth be told, number 14. Honesty, accepting things at face value, coming out of denial, the willingness to be transparent, clarity of communication. That's what transfers now to all of your relationships, the willingness to be transparent and clarity of communication. Really saying what you mean and meaning what you say without needing anyone's approval or worrying if somebody's going to judge you for it. That is what is being healed in you and in your relationships. There is the truth, which is the essence of a thing, and then there is a truth, subjective, according to the philosophy of the adherent or believer. This is not a time for debate about which truth is truer. This is a time when you are called to proclaim your truth out loud and be willing to be transparent, honest, and open in your communication with others and with yourself. Nothing less than surrender to what is. Peeling off the layers of denial that kept you tied to an illusion will set you free. Be authentic and gloriously flawed, and Spirit will answer with miracles. Yeah, you're coming out of time. You're coming out of illusion. And the spirit uses your relationships to reflect back to you what is in need of healing, your reflection. So what you believe is being shown to you through your brothers and sisters, and you're able to see by their reflection what's going on inside of your heart. But it is opening your heart because you have an awareness now. It's kind of like you're I feel like there's a great pause happening, a great pause for us on this spiritual journey that we know is our destiny. It doesn't feel right at times. It can feel extremely uncomfortable to be in this pause with all we've learned and all the vibrant energy we have to give and experience and expand. But you're definitely being carried by the spirit, whether that is just standing still, seemingly, and a lot of it could be love, it could be in what you feel is your job or your function or your thing in this world. Like all of these things have been refined, and most of them you have walked away from, because your very first tarot card is the Eight of Cups, which is walking away to find the missing cup. And you got this twice. You got this in the clarifying spread. You're no longer about to walk away. You've left. You've already done this walkabout. It's a spiritual walkabout, going to try to seek and find your destiny. And you haven't landed because it's not outside of you. You have left yourself, your old self. You've left something. You've probably left everything you know, and you're in that big standstill before the new comes in. And it's funny because you're now, I believe you were once had a role that was very prominent, and now you're starting all over as a student again, and it's really beautiful. We have to let go of the old for the new to come in, and that you have done, my friend, that you have done, and the new just hasn't come in yet. And there's a real emphasis here on time. Time is not of the essence. Time does not exist. So it may seem like you've lived a whole life and you can't believe that you're having to start over, but yeah, there is no time, there is no age on this journey that you're taking right now. It's kind of like time stands still for you to come into this really cool and beautiful new beginning. But you are in between, but this cycle, it's ended, it's done. You can see right here, that's the Ten of Swords, an ending that cannot be revived. And yeah, that can feel really insane to be in. But you are with the Queen of Pentacles. You have come to a place where you, for the first time in your life, have learned how to take care of yourself, parent yourself, self-soothe. I'm not saying that it feels like you've healed all your problems, but you have been able to be there for yourself through all of it, all of the insanity, which we all have, which we can feel alone in. You have learned how to be the leader, the driver in your life. You are going to be passing this on to others without a doubt, but you're still being refined. I see that you have this new beginning, the Ace of Pentacles, but it's inverted because you're still being refined in a big way. There are lessons, there are cellular levels that are having to, memory. It's all being undone. It's the past is gone, but see, you have this Hangman. So this is the divine pause. The divine pause. It's like, it can feel like centuries that you've been standing still at this point, because you have a you have a divine purpose and you're being prepared, and there is no where to go. There's nothing to do, there's nothing to get, although you will be sent out. And you can feel an energy inside of you that wants to, and yet there's nothing to grab, nothing to grab. And that will make sense to you once you get to the other side of this very profound standstill, this very profound pause, this profound pause. I got to write that down. I think that's going to be the title. And this is how quickly it goes, because yeah, I can't remember. I have to write things down. Sure, a lot of you get that. So, yeah. And in your energy, we got the world, a new beginning, inverted. Okay. Again, I cannot stress more emphatically that there is a divine pause happening, and you can feel at the same time, you can feel these new beginnings like this big. Look at you and look at your new beginning. It's hanging over your head, vibrating you. You feel like something extremely exciting and joyful coming in for you. And you are in this hangman position, getting a different perspective. You're learning, the Page of Pentacles, and you're not, you can feel it. Why? Because you are an intuitive, eternal being, feeling the new just around the corner, and yet it's not here yet. So with this 10 of Swords, you got clarifying it. Major Arcana, the healing star. There's so much happening inside of your heart and mind that cannot be explained, but that is very felt by you. I feel like you can, if you were standing outside of yourself right now, just do it in your mind. You know what's happening. Deep down, you know exactly what's happening, that you're being refined, that you're being washed through, that you're being healed, that you're being held by all of divine love and energy. You have a knowing that you're being prepared and that you're going to be used, and that it's not over. It could feel like it's over, but there's a part of you that knows that it's not over. Like you have something to do and you can't see what that is yet. So with this new beginning inverted, you have this Nine of Wands inverted. It's like, God, that is the wounded warrior, and that is what you're coming out of in this new beginning, but there's still some wounded warrior thoughts that are having to be seen and released. I mean, imagine all the wounded warrior thoughts that we have held with us since we were little bitty. Like maybe the first time we got excited to show our parents what we drew, and we thought we'd be an artist, and we're like, look at this. I'm thinking of that movie, The Little Prince. Um, there was a movie, it was old, that was my favorite one, and the little boy drew an elephant inside of a boa constrictor, and everybody thought it was a hat. And he was like, but it's an elephant inside of a boa constrictor. And so the point is that maybe we were going to be this great artist, but everybody made fun of us. And so we never picked up the paintbrush again. This is the wounded warrior. That was the ego telling us lies, and we believed it. And there's a whole lifetime of that needs to be healed. And you are still going through the file cabinet repertoire of those things to release them. There's no other purpose. And you know this work is being done by you. It just feels like it's never going to end, but it will. And yes, again, you got that Eight of Cups, walking away. You've already walked away. It's already been done. Yeah, and you're in that. You've left, and then it's like you hung yourself up from a tree upside down so that you could get a view with the Spirit. Holy Spirit, show me how to see this. Well, what you're being asked to see is what your life is worth, what your life is for. What is it for, Spirit? Why am I here? Why am I still here? Basically, what am I still doing here? And in your energy, you have this Hierophant. The Hierophant is spiritual enlightenment. That's right. The Hierophant is spiritual enlightenment. So that is happening for you. You're being enlightened. And a part of you that feels so empty and void of joy knows that you've elevated and that you are now a demonstration for others. You don't know what to do, and you're not supposed to know because you're not doing it this time. Everything you were taught in the world that you've done prior to this day was another identity. And now you've stepped into a new one where it is going to be given to you. Or may I say, you will be moved instead of deciding. It's like, show me, Spirit, that I don't have to figure things out physically, emotionally, spiritually, financially, that it's all given to me, and my only job is to listen and follow the flow of life. I mean, literally, that there is no questioning anymore. There's just a connection with the divine and the ability to trust myself. You are going to be successful. You are following the Spirit. You are, yeah, it's all perfect. It always is. It couldn't be any other way. But yeah, it really can feel quite disharmonious, which is really hard for those of us who have made it our life's mission to connect with God, with Source. And we know for a fact that that's supposed to be very joyful. And yet we have to go through the darkness to get to the light. And yet, we're removing the blocks to love's awareness, and they have to be seen before they can be removed. And that's the journey. And I can tell you right now, there is a definite understanding that, and a feeling and experience that you've come way further than you were. I'll even say 5 years ago. I'll even say 2 years ago. I'll even say a year ago. You can feel your elevation from a year ago. So don't judge. Trust. Let's get a Course in Miracles cord. I'm not a victim of the world I see. What is forgiveness? Forgiveness recognizes what you thought your brother did to you has not occurred. You cannot be a victim of anyone or anything unless you choose to be. So the Course talks a lot about being able to rise above the battlefield of the world and watch the movie instead of being a character in it, and just watch yourself from a high without getting emotionally involved. I mean, you can let there be emotions, you can cry, but from a place of alignment and stability with the Source, and then allow whatever to be, let it be. So that means that we have to be present. It means that we have to be really focused and present when we're in pain and suffering. And when we're in joy, we can be present as well, so that it's more of a, there's not so many gaps in our emotions, that we're just at a point where we can allow all the energies to come and go while we are in focus in the present moment, in allowance, and trusting that whatever comes, it's going to go. Just like happiness and elation comes in and it passes through, that just like there's waking and sleeping in this world, just like there's, rest and going out. So we can be consistently at peace during all these things. This is our practice. This is what we're doing. I am not a victim of the world I see. So I'm going to read before I read the channel message, let me pull cards for one viewer. Get my deck. Okay. And so the emoji that we're going to put in the comments this next time will be a red rose. A red rose. And now Robin is the random viewer that I got to pull a card for. And as we know, it's more than one card. It's just the way I roll. So, hi, Robin, Reverend Robin. I noticed you've been singing lately and doing, I think, some traveling as well. Maybe there's been some collaborations. Maybe there's been some temptation with that devil, with the ego, just some temptation to doubt yourself, Robin. But let's see what we get. What are the messages, Spirit? Robin. What are the messages for Robin? Here we go. Gosh, I got 4. Yeah, that devil came out again, Robin. Oh my God. So here we go. So 8 of Swords, the temptation to see yourself as trapped or bound. So, you're looking in the mirror, seeing yourself as trapped or bound, but it's an illusion because you're standing right there, not bound. Okay? And then we got giving and receiving is the same. So you may feel with this devil like you're having a hard time choosing the spirit over the ego, but I see that you are because this girl is ascending. I think your guidance would just be to, keep whatever you read, whether it's A Course in Miracles or the Bible or whatever book inspires you to do that today. There's a message for you in a book, and it's going to help you to get past this moment of temptation with the ego. And yeah, I also am hearing that do something, give something today to someone, or whenever you see this message. And you probably do this all the time. Be of service to someone. It's going to fill you up. So that's what I have for you, Robin. And then the channeled message. Beloved, you are being cleared. This moment is holy. You are undergoing a profound energetic realignment. Every thread of your former identity is being untangled so that the next version of your life can rise not from effort, but from essence. I love that. Like, just flow, don't strive. You feel energy in your body, but no direction. That is because your new life will not begin in the way the old one did, with striving or strategy, but with listening, with being chosen, not choosing. Rest in this stillness without guilt. You are being summoned inward for a deeper preparation. You are becoming a vessel, not a doer. You are a child learning how to begin again. You are a teacher, remembering that she is ancient and wise. Both are present in your soul. When the time is right, the new ground will appear beneath your feet, not because you forced it, but because you followed the light within. Until then, cherish your breath, nourish your body, tend your inner garden. The world will turn, and your season will come. Woo-hoo-hoo! Yes. Well, those are the messages that I have for you, and I will see you next time.
What if we're loved?